guy right on under. Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm Squeetee. It's August 27th, and it's another Mobile Suit Gundam Battle Operations 2 update. We have our normal weekly update with a new mobile suit and a bunch of little previews and stuff ahead. So let's just jump right into it. But before we jump in, I would appreciate if you subscribed, follow, turn notifications on so that you see any future videos, and leave a comment or a like and stuff like that. Let me know if you like what I'm doing. I do appreciate that when you do. So let's jump into it now. So first up, we have a letter that came out a couple days ago about some new things coming to the game over the next month or so. Most of this is already implemented today, like the new major rank, but there is a preview at the end for something special next month. So starting off, we have the major rank. They're basically adding a new rank above captain. Pretty straightforward. It's just another rank. It does, however, have a bonus, though, that you are able to purchase certain suits with DP. So, for instance, these three suits here, the Gun Cannon Detector, Striker Custom, and DJ, for 400,000 DP before they even hit the recycle counter or while they're in the recycle counter. So you kind of get a bonus before anyone else can really touch some suits, and that seems to be a trend that they're going to stick to as the game progresses. So just that you can get your hands on something sooner if you missed it during a week when it came out previously. Moving on, they're also adding the rank S- in for ratings, for ground and space, obviously. It's above A+, whole new rank level. This one has a new little tweak to it, though. However, there is they notice a lot of players, once they hit A+, kind of don't play rated anymore. They just sit there. So with the new S-, once you hit S-, if you want to keep that rank, you need to continuously play rated games. So they have a 180-hour, 1 week timer. So once you hit that S-, if you don't play another rated match within that 180 hours, you start to lose that rating points. You lose 2 points every 24 hours until you hit A+ rating again, and then it stops. So it kind of gives incentive for players that are high tier elites to keep playing and joining matches and not going on like Smurf accounts real low and then just screwing around with that. So yeah, and there's, if you got to use it or you lose it kind of deal, which I think I like that a lot. I'm pro that for a lot of games. Then they have kind of a preview for September. It's a really cool preview. I kind of just want to let you watch and play it. So here you go. So that was a pretty cool preview of water maps. We saw that the derelict city, I believe it's called, or destroyed city, has now the rivers or the canals on either side of the map have water. So nothing too huge there. But that's all right. The spaceport has its own variant where all the internal areas of the docks or the naval base end of it are all flooded now. So that's pretty cool. And I always thought that would be something cool to add, just something small in there. And you can keep it isolated still from, where the ships are in the map. So no one has to worry about going to an invisible wall and they can't get out or whatever. So I like that, and I did like the preview at the very end of an entirely new map. I feel it's Jaburo, personally, or Jaburo, however you want to pronounce it. I really hope that's the map, and I kind of hope they have maybe an underground area too. Just to really tie that whole theme together. It would just be a plain ground combat area, but it would be underground and just a different feel, and then you can go up on the surface and you could fight in the water. Maybe there'd be that underground tunnel that Char entered through Jaburo through with the, was it the Zak, I believe? Yeah, in that one episode. So I think that'd be really cool to do if they go that route. Otherwise, it might just be a generic map. Either way, it's going to be cool to have a map dedicated for underwater mobile suit. And I also, if I'm right, I heard through the grapevine that they're making a new type of mobile suit. So there's currently general, raid, and support. They may be making a fourth type for aquatic, which might not be like a rock, paper, scissors. It'd be rock, paper, scissors, snake, or whatever. Combo. So that way it's not a triumvirate, it's a quad. So that might be an interesting little thing to throw into. But let's keep on rolling. So the new mobile suit this week is the Dreissen. I was actually talking with a buddy I play with this game, and we were betting on what suits were coming up next, and we were both listing off kind of really obscure suits, and I was like, oh, it's probably the Dreissen, and well, what do I know? It's the Dreissen. It's a pretty cool suit. I thought they would save it more for like a Unicorn era, because I remember it very prominent in Gundam Unicorn. But if they want to do it now, by all means. Um, so we have it's a 2-star unit. Level 1 and 2 are being released for ground and space, 550 cost. So it's a pretty decent suit getting thrown in there. It's a general as well. Um, it's a pretty decent suit. We have our kind of our beam weapon. What do you call these? Like arm guns. We have a large axe and a main weapon, like a beam bazooka. And then the cool tri-blade weapon. So there's 2 videos this week, which I'm pretty surprised. They released the main video of the preview of the suit, and then they did a little sub-weapon tri-blade video, which I'm going to play both now for you and just let it go. So that was pretty cool. I really like the tri-blades because, as you can read in the description down here, upon firing, the blades continue to fly while being guided in the direction of the target. So you kind of almost have them like guided missiles. And they explode and disappear upon hitting mobile suits, obstacles, or reaching the range limit. That's really cool to have like a guided missile type thing. And I know to me, it's more of a, I don't know if it's like a new type ability weapon or what from the show. I don't remember. But I love these little crazy weapons that are unique to one suit like this. Like, I can't wait for a new Gundam and its funnels, because those funnels are 100% unique, I feel, compared to every other suit. So it's a pretty cool suit. I'm not a fan of DOMs in general, but it might be a suit that I get in just because of the tri-blade. I think that's going to be, like, really mess with people in battles. But moving on, part of the bonus 10, you buy 10 consecutive supply drops, you get a random pilot suit, you get either Neo Zeon helmet or Neo Zeon 1 flight suit. Pretty standard stuff. It's a generic suit, it's green and red. It's Zeon. Nothing to write home about. But we continue on and we have new suits added. The Humbrabi, level 2, 650 cost, ground and space. The X Zaku commander type that's a level 5. Ground and space costs 600, and the Paysan Douage level 5, ground and space 600. They're really pulling these suits from older generations and bringing them up. I wish they did that with the RX-78. I just want that suit to be forever. I want it to be new Gundam versus RX-78. I would love to have those in matchups and stuff where they're the same cost level. But we'll see if that ever happens. Be an easy way for them to make some money, honestly. So continuing on. We have just kind of an overview of the application update. So the rating, new rating, and kind of a preview picture of what it looks like for the timer. So you can kind of see the 180 hours and it gets to 0. Talked about the major rank, and then they also are adding in a tweak to the Zaku Flipper and the Recon type Zaku. They are adding a new ability called, or skill I should say, High Accuracy Analysis System level 1. So basically when you spot an enemy, you spot their status, you share the target HP and category information with all your troops, so whoever you spot kind of pops up, as you can see in the picture below. But my biggest thing, it says it also increases the damage from your own troops to the target in the spot state by 3%. So basically, if you're, say, a Zaku Flipper and you spot somebody, everybody on your team, including yourself, does 3% more damage to that person. Doesn't seem like a lot, but it really boosts if there's a bunch of people shooting, or you got like, I don't know, you got like the machine gun. I think it's a 120 millimeter machine gun, whatever it is, and you just, you know, you're an easy 8 or something. that could really, excuse me, that could be really interesting to have. And then they did some other minor tweaks to other different units and stuff like that. They added some the MSL, so they have the new deformation mechanism optimization control level 1. That's a lot. So it reduces thruster consumption at the start of high-speed movement, and the thruster consumption when transforming to normal by 60%, reduces thruster consumption by 25% while moving at high speeds. So this applies to Zeta plus A1 and Hammurabi transformation modes, which I think are pretty cool. It'll make transforming a hell of a lot faster and easier and less of a cost load. So I'm all for that. They also added an arrow that just kind of shows what's some adjustment, basically saying where you are now. And if it's the last one, that's about it, on what phase you're on. Nothing amazing. They updated some different units and stuff throughout the game. Different odds and ends. I have a whole page coming up on that. Yep, we saw the Dreissen. Here's it. So preview for this September coming up, premium login. So if you get the premium login or premium, you get the Rick Diaz level 1 is your first week. Which, yeah, I don't know why I didn't see that. The gun cannon Herbie type. That's really funny, Herbie. Heavy type DL1, and then the Gelgoog high mobility type, and then the last login bonus for October is not shown. But these are the 3 suits you'll get for having the premium for this month coming up. Pretty cool stuff, standard stuff. Going down here, we have the Gelgoog high mobility type and the Pale Rider Cavalry level 1 are both being added to the recycle counter, so decent stuff there. Then we have a ton of stuff being added to the DP exchange counter. So the top 3 units here, Striker Custom, DJ, and Gun Cannon Detector, you need to have Major level 1 or higher to purchase. But the GM Guard Custom level 3, the Dom Cannon Twin Gun type level 2 are being added to the DP exchange counter for, I believe, most everybody. So pretty simple there. And then we have normal weekend stuff, clan schedule, nothing too exciting, but they do have a bunch of bug fixes, which I'll kind of just scroll through here. It's kind of a lot of spelling stuff and buttons not working, things like that. Nothing major, really. We do have, what was the other thing? We have some unit adjustments for August. So basically, they did a bunch of tweaking to units at different levels because they saw they weren't being used too much and they also weren't winning a lot. So they must be doing poor performance. So they did some tweaks. I'll just scroll through them quick and list off what suits. So we have the Zaku 2 late type, had some adjustments. The GM White Dingo, and they all seem to be boosts. They don't really seem to be too many, they don't go down. So they're all making them better. The Barzam, it's got some stuff, but the Converge from Convergence. Oh, okay, that's a boost. G-Line Standard Armor. Well, that's okay, I guess. The Zaku 1 GS got a little boost as well. Actually got a fight correction increase. That's decent. Down Trope in here. So I got a new skill, got some health boost, all that fun stuff. The Zero Shiki got a boost as well. These are a lot of boosts and upgrades to these suits because they obviously saw that they were doing poor performance. The Balanux Saman, yeah, this thing needs a hell of a lot of upgrades. Let me tell you, it is not, I hate this unit. I really do. I'm going to try it now that it's been upgraded by a lot, but I don't like it. And then the Zaku Cannon Rabbit type. Minor upgrades, nothing too major. So guys, that was kind of it for this week. It was a pretty packed week here. I do like the Dreissen. I like the look of it. I want to actually get the model kit for it and build that, but I have so many model kits that are in backlog. I need to focus on those first. But anyways, guys, it was a long video. I appreciate you guys sticking around and watching. Like I said earlier, turn on or subscribe, leave a like, comment, turn notifications on to see future videos. I'm going to start working on more videos. I stream pretty frequently for a single dad type guy, and all that jazz. So if you guys got any comments, please leave them below. I'm always happy to hear them, and I'll catch everybody next time. Bye.